Murder on the Airship Arcadia. Written by F. J. Harrison. Narrated by Frank Gerrard. Chapter 1. Bullet wounds do not heal very fast. My left leg ached, a souvenir from my last case. The Airship Arcadia cast a long shadow across the grass, already weathered by the long hot summer and now trampled underfoot by the steady stream of passengers queuing to board the airship. I could smell ozone in the air, promising a storm. I carried a single valise. My cousin Imogen had insisted that I allow the stewards to take my trunk, and for once, I was grateful for the privileges her class and wealth brought. I stepped forward again as the queue moved. "Where is that dratted girl?" Imogen asked. She peered behind me. "I am sure she will join us presently," I said. I shuffled forward again. Ahead, I could see the captain of the airship was exchanging pleasantries with a number of passengers. The passengers, I noted, were drinking wine from delicate glass flutes. "She is always late," Imogen said. "I never should have agreed to bring her on this trip." I caught the eye of a steward and mimed drinking from a glass. He smiled and brought a tray, offering us drinks. I accepted one for myself, and after placing my valise on the ground, took another for Imogen. The steward bowed and turned to serve another passenger as I sampled the wine, fruity with a hint of something. "You know you love her, really." "There she is. Silly girl." I turned to see Elizabeth Murphy, my second cousin once removed, waving gaily before running across the field. I shook my head in amusement as she darted around one of the other passengers, nearly bowling him over. She shouted her apologies, but continued on. "Sorry I'm late, Auntie. I had such a frightful time with the cab," Elizabeth said. "I'm so excited. This will be my first trip abroad. I am so looking forward to it. I could not sleep last night waiting for today to start. The porter at the hotel had to call a cab to bring me here." She twisted a small handkerchief in her hand. "It is good to see you," I said when she paused for breath. "The last time I saw you, you had pigtails in your hair, and you were hiding behind your mother's skirts." She gave me an enthusiastic hug, almost spilling the drinks. "Oh, sorry," she said, and gave Imogen a hug. The queue stepped forward again. I handed Imogen her drink and bent to pick up my valise. Elizabeth was quicker and picked it up for me. "Thank you." As I listened to Elizabeth chattering about school and how excited she was to be going on holiday, I took a moment to study the other passengers. The couple in front of me introduced themselves to the captain as Mr. and Mrs. Potts. Mr. Potts was a tall, elderly gentleman dressed in tweed. His hair was gray, but he still held himself quite proudly, I thought. Mrs. Potts had a very kindly face. I could see a spark of humor in her eyes when she smiled. The captain was dressed in the same white suit that ship captains wore. The only indicator that he was an airship captain was the flight goggles he had wrapped around his peaked hat. "I'm afraid our son will not be able to join us on this trip," Mr. Potts said. "I'm sorry to hear that," the captain said. "Let us hope that he will join us on a later occasion." "What did he say?" Mrs. Potts asked. "We're talking about George not coming," Mr. Potts said in a loud voice. "George?" Mrs. Potts said. "Oh, no. He is scared at the thought of flying, you see. Just gives him the shivers." I smiled inwardly at the thought. The only reason that I had agreed to join my cousins on this trip was the opportunity to fly, the chance to soar above the clouds and escape my problems for a while. Airships were unmatched in speed and comfort compared to the modern cruise ship. They were also more expensive, so I was grateful to my cousin Imogen for that as well. Elizabeth was looking at me expectantly. "Yes, I agree," I blurted. "You didn't hear a word I said," Elizabeth accused. I was saved from answering as the queue moved forward again, and I was face to face with the captain. There was a faint, sweet smell from him, which I will forever associate with flying. "May I present Lady Imogen LaRue and Miss
Sample complete. Ready to continue?